y'all. We back with another episode of the Money Route podcast. And we got Devron here. He about to fill us in on a couple things. So just explain what you do for us real quick.
I pretty much do a lot of things. So right now I'm currently the head freshman basketball coach. I coach freshman football, and I'm the head middle school boys and girls track coach. And then on my spare time, I cut hair at Shave Barbershop, and I do graphic designing. So I do sports edits, t-shirts, pretty much anything you need
Yeah.
during my free time.
All right.
Now, what's it like being a coach for a football team? Like, well, first I'm gonna ask this: have you coached for high school players, middle school players?
For me, coaching started pretty much coaching at the younger level.
Hmm.
My dad was a Pop Warner coach, and then from my dad being a Pop Warner coach, it kind of inspired me to be one. So I started helping him out doing things like that. And
Hmm.
then after college, I coached down in Pennsylvania, Reading, Pennsylvania. Then I brought my talents back down to Long Branch to where I coach at the high school level.
That's what's
The
up.
high school level is very amazing. We won two state championships,
Hmm.
and just having them kids accomplish things that they always wanted to accomplish is like a big success.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you say y'all won 2 championships, so obviously you might have to choose one with this question. But what would you say your best moment as a coach was?
Um, I would say the best moment as a coach was the first championship. The
Hmm.
first championship because it came down to an overtime win, a
Yeah.
gutsy play call by the coaching staff, and it took heart from the city, it took heart from the players, it took heart from the coaching staff to make that call to go for it for the 2 point conversion. We allowed each other to trust one another, and that's just everybody in the community. So when sometimes you don't have the support from others, you don't have support from the community, to
Hmm.
where some of the times it takes the players out of their own game.
Yeah.
We allowed that to be put to the side, and we accomplished that goal. And just seeing everybody storm the field at Rutgers, being the first time we've been there since 2008, where we lost to Morristown, and that was actually the year I played. So losing that game and then um, going there about 10 years later,
It's
felt
making
pretty
like
good to
Rout3.
pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah. So it felt pretty good to actually win it.
Yeah.
What would you say, like you said you played, so what would you feel like was an easier or a harder job? Well, obviously neither is easy, but like which did you feel was like better for you, coaching or playing?
Um, I felt easier.
Hmm.
It would definitely be playing because it's less that I have to worry about. It's less distractions and things like that. I can focus up more.
Yeah.
Coaching, you have a lot of things that can get you sidetracked. And coaching, you have to think about watching film from a coaching view rather than a player view. Instead of watching just your position, you're watching all the positions. You're
Yeah.
always monitoring the kids, making sure these kids get to the higher level of education
Hmm.
while also playing the sport. Even if they don't want to play sport, you always keep in contact with them. So with coaching, is a lot to put out rather than playing where you're just I'm showing up for practice, I'm showing up for the game, I'm working out on my own, and now I'm trying to get to college. So you kind of like have your mindset what you want to do, and it's only worrying about you. You're
Yeah.
not worrying about, oh, my friend's going to college, oh, I'm going to college, let's go to college. We're not worrying about that. You're worrying about yourself as a player. Whereas
Yeah.
a coach, you got to worry about pretty much the whole team as well as being a coach.
Hmm.
Sure.
Now, with football, what position did you play when you were in high school?
When I was in high school, I was pretty much an athlete, so I pretty much kind of play wherever the coach like asked me to play.
Hmm.
So my main position was playing wide receiver and defensive back.
Yeah.
I was a kick return and punt return, and I was the backup quarterback.
Yeah.
I played a few games at quarterback when the starting quarterback got hurt. But other than that, I was pretty much willing to move wherever the coach needed me to win the game.
Yeah. Now, what's your favorite position?
Honestly, believe it or not, people always think that my favorite position is wide receiver.
Mm.
I love wide receiver, but I don't love as much as I love playing quarterback.
Quarterback, yeah.
And the reason why I love playing quarterback,
We see
Yeah.
wide receivers get a lot of highlights, and well, quarterbacks do too. But it's like the main focus with like football would be like catches and like certain type of plays. But that's cool. Like I like quarterbacks though. Like,
yeah, I like quarterback, and the reason why I love quarterback because I like being a general on the field.
yeah.
On the field, if I'm at quarterback, I'm kind of like controlling the game.
Mhm.
This is what I'm doing. I'm making them passes. I'm making the play calling that this fits our offense. If the coach gives me a play and he allows me to audible it, I audible it.
Just like
So that's why I like playing quarterback, and I like doing different things at that level.
yeah.
So outside of, like you said, you do a lot of things outside of coaching. So what would you say your goals are just outside of coaching, just with everything?
My goal outside of coaching is to be one day to be athletic director, maybe even possibly a principal. Being that I do so much, the reason why I do so much is because at the end of the day, we all have to live.
So before we lagged out or whatever, we was asking you like, what is your goals outside of coaching? You was telling us you like being a principal and all that. So what makes you want to become a principal or an athletic director?
Just seeing how my bosses are and seeing how much impact they have on the kids and seeing how much they have an impact on me helps me want to possibly be that same for others that's growing up now.
Mhm.
So I know like the athletic director now, he was my freshman football coach, and he kind of like got me athletically where I am today and showed me different things that
Mhm.
allowed me to grow.
Yeah.
So, and now I'm here. Look at me. Now I'm here working under him and being one of his coaches
Mhm.
allows me to keep his athletic director department pretty much in shape. So
Experience and
that's something
wisdom.
I always wanted to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you was also telling us you cut hair. So how is that? How is that for you?
Cutting hair is amazing. Like I love what I do. I love my craft. I work with an amazing team. Shout out to Save Barbershop. Um, I've been with them going on 6 years.
Mhm.
I've been with them a year after they opened, and I he the owner Barn A has welcomed me just like I was his own kid, and I really appreciated that.
Mhm.
I started cutting hair back in 2009, which was my junior year of high school, and then I took it on to college, and from there I got better and better over the years.
Yeah.
So where now I think I'm able to compete with some of the top barbers.
And with that, what would you say like the difficulties of that, like cutting hair?
Um, to me, it's some difficulties, but not for much. Is not many. And the only difficulty I would say is making sure that your customer always walks out happy.
Yeah.
Always making sure they're pleased with their haircut, and not only pleased, but making sure they love their haircut. Please to me, being pleased with your haircut is just as you just getting by.
Yeah.
Like me, I love my craft, so I want my customers to pretty much love their haircut.
Yeah.
Like I know they're gonna come back to me no matter what. Like I
Yeah.
know my customers are for me because they're gonna come back to me and not anyone else.
Yeah.
All right. So anything else?
That's a wrap everything up. Well,
All right,
what's the place that you all cut hair at?
Shave Barbershop in Ocean Township.
Make sure y'all shout out to Shea
Shout out
Barbershop
to Shea
and
Barbershop.
Ocean Township. Make sure y'all go there, get y'all a
Yeah.
nice little cut.
I'll
Coach
leave the
Dad
link
might
in the description.
Coach Dad might hook you up.
I have
That's
follow me on Instagram at underscore dev cuts or underscore coach dev.
It could be in the
Yeah,
description.
link in the description. Thanks for coming on. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
answering the questions for us and all that.
Of course.
Definitely hope to see you guys soon, and I'm happy you guys are branching off to do this podcast and things like that. Elevate your game and be young men and keep inspiring other young men to be just as great as you guys.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right.
All right.
All right, so now you're about to move on to our topics for the week. And you want to start on the big topic or the little topic?
We can start first. We have to address the big problem first.
Yeah.
Now, a couple days ago, there's a situation where You notice all the Trump supporters. They stormed the Capitol, one of the most secure places in the world. I don't understand how it happens, but
White privilege. That's how it
it
happens.
is white privilege. Now, the thing is we all know that if it was a different group, it would have went completely different. We listen. It probably would have still been going on today because it's just ridiculous. You feel me? They let people in this Capitol, and then they letting people in this Capitol. They letting them take whatever they want. They letting them climb stuff. They letting them they letting somebody take a picture with their feet up on the speaker of the House's desk. Like,
And if you watch the news, you definitely saw what happened. They all just went right in. So they went in the Capitol, started just doing whatever they wanted, like they was at home. None of the security stopped them. No police stopped them. Somebody got shot. There was a lady that got shot. She died.
yeah.
But it's like, I'm surprised nobody else died. Well, I can't say I'm surprised because stuff like this is just crazy. But somebody else, something should have happened. They should have did something to somebody else because they didn't stop them at all. They didn't even try to.
My question is, it's like, where the tear gas, where the rubber bullets, where everybody that was there before, you know what I mean? I ain't see nothing happen till the nighttime of the day they stormed the Capitol. I ain't see nothing happen until the nighttime. See, when it was us, they started taking us as a threat right then and there. We was just standing there trying to be nice and peaceful, you feel me? We trying to get them a chance to tell us, this is wrong. Y'all not treating us right.
And people are comparing this, people are trying to compare, oh, well, there were riots for Black Lives Matter. First off, most of the protests were just protests. They weren't riots. Some of them were riots, which is wrong no matter who started the riot, even though some of them was started by cops. But no matter who started the riots is wrong. But they're doing it for a reason. Somebody died for no reason. Exactly. He was killed innocently. Exactly. You guys are rioting and going in a government building because somebody lost a fair election.
Exactly. And then they're mimicking George Floyd because they're mad. Yeah. And then they talking about we stole something from them. We stole nothing from you. I've never heard of this in my life, of a president that wanted to try their hardest. Like, I don't understand this about people. Like, you're just unwanted now. Like, why do you want to stick around? Like, what is the point of that?
And then the people breaking in, y'all are grown men going in here mad because another man lost an election that you don't even have control over. You don't
man that has nothing to do with you.
Exactly. Even though obviously we learned this year, everybody vote count. Mm-hmm. If you lost, you lost. It's just over. I couldn't see anybody that voted for Biden doing this if he lost. Nobody would have done this.
If Biden would have lost, we would have been sitting here today like, Trump won. We would have been mad Trump won, but we wouldn't have been out here in a bunch of boats and trucks saying that y'all swore something was stolen from y'all. It's a president election.
Yeah, it's a fair election. They recounted the votes. He still lost. And the crazy part is, even say if Biden did lose and we wanted to do that, we can't even get close to the Capitol. Exactly. If anybody that was out there protesting for Black Lives Matter, any of that, if you even looked at the Capitol, they probably would have came out there and started beating you, anything.
We saw the picture of this year in Latin when it happened back in when all the Black Lives Matter protests was going on. You saw the picture of now and then before. They had all their guns and all that.
They had the whole army out there.
And now they got fake cops taking pictures. They got them just standing there laughing with them, opening barriers for them. They just letting them do whatever.
And it's just crazy because say if it was just say if it was black people that went in there or just anybody, it could have been anybody that's not white went in there. They would have shot an RPG in that building. They would have started spraying. They would not have tried to calm it down. Yeah, when they broke in, they just tried to calm it down. They weren't even really trying anything. They were just telling everybody to stop. That's basically all they were doing. Yeah. They were getting beat up. How are the cops getting beat up right now?
That's exactly what I'm saying. And then there's a video of there's a black officer at the Capitol that's getting stormed by Trump supporters. And then he's just can I get back? He's calling for backup. Nobody's helping him. So he has to run all the way up to like the 3rd floor that I saw. It was like the 3rd floor just for somebody to help him.
And then did you see the video of the officer? She was a black woman. They was outside and like all the Trump supporters were outside and they was like trying to push her around and she punched her in the face. She punched the lady. Yeah, I was so glad she punched that lady in the face, bro.
Listen, you can't do anything more at that point. You can't do anything less at that point, cause it's like they really coming to you. They really gonna press you for something that you can have no control over. Of they act like one person can choose who the president gonna be.
Yeah. If you guys didn't see the video, there's like a group of the Trump supporters who broke into the Capitol. They was all outside, and there was like a black officer. She was a woman, and I don't even know why she was by herself, because that's what I'm saying. Like, they didn't give any of the black officers any backup. I'm starting to see, but she was out there by herself, and one of the ladies tried like grabbing something from her while she was just trying to talk to them, just de-escalate the situation. Then the lady tried to grab something from her. Officer punched her in the face. She started bleeding. I was so happy to see that. But then they start, first off, the lady husband tried hitting the officer. He missed. He masked off. And then they tried like pushing her to the other officers, trying to tell the officers she did what she had to do.
You know the funny thing? The funny part about this whole thing is I see these Trump supporters, they don't really go for black men.
Yeah.
But then again, I hear stories about them going for black men and then they do things like lynching them or whatever. They do. I hear about online that they do things to black people still. And I'm saying that it's not true. But online, we don't ever really see them do it to men. They really just try to make it look good for...
Yeah, they try to do it to women so they could try to like...
Following them, box them up in like cars. Yeah. Like, that's just weird. Like, you got nothing better else to do. But run around for a man that's doing nothing for you in the real life.
That's the thing. Like, these Trump supporters are like, they're dedicated to him. It's like they treat him like he's God. That's the thing. All right, at first, say 2016 you voted for him. Now if you vote for him, like, you're most likely racist. There's like a 99% chance you're racist. But in 2016, if you voted for him, you might not have been racist. You might not have known what you was thinking, because nobody really knew what he wanted to do. He was just, everybody knew who he was, but nobody thought he would run for president. So if you voted for him, you voted for him in 2016. But then they started treating him like he's God.
You know, he got elected, and back then we was not thinking about none of that. Back in 2016, I was around 13, but we was like 13, 12, bro. We wasn't really out here thinking about the president, what the president gonna do for us. Like, we wasn't really thinking about that. We just thinking about, man, as long as ain't nothing happening to us, then we chilling.
And I don't think any of us, even the people who voted for him, who didn't vote for him, thought it would get to this point that it's at right now. The whole world is shut down.
That's what I'm saying. He had like a couple more days of presidency left. People are out here scared. There's videos of Trump supporters saying that we better watch out because they're about to start some type of fight, some type of war that's not going to end well for us because we stole from them or something like that. They said how we tear up their cities or blah, blah, blah. And honestly, I'm just saying, like, if y'all really going to do that over a president, then do what you got to do, but...
And this is the thing. You're going to do that over a president, right? Mm-hmm. Y'all try to go to war. Y'all try to do all this. Say if something do happen, you guys kill us all. Mm-hmm. He's still not your president. Exactly. So nothing you did solved anything.
So what y'all going to go for Biden?
Exactly.
Y'all gonna go for Biden after us?
No matter what you do, Trump's still not gonna be president.
They can say, oh, Biden's gone now. Trump can be the president.
Exactly.
Trump can be the president. I don't know. I don't understand. Y'all president was almost impeached last year. And I don't know how or why it did not work, but it didn't.
People are trying to get him impeached now so he can't get like his benefits of being president after he retired.
And no, they need to lock him up. Like, for real. Like, who had the warrant for his arrest? Iraq?
Yeah, it was like Iran or something.
It was Iraq, and then like Iran, they want like their revenge for the death of their leader.
Yeah, because
bro, he just has us all in a bunch of just tied up stuff, and it's caused by him. Like, when Barack Obama was president,
none of this was happening.
We were having none of these problems.
Man, all I know is when Obama was president, Ebola didn't stay in America for too long.
Stay in America. Obama didn't hide the fact that it was roaming the streets. Like,
even though this is like this might be more severe than that because it's more cases, but he didn't even try to control it.
He waited a couple months to say something. He waited till half the world had the coronavirus to say that it was a thing that we need to start preparing for it.
He told everybody, don't wear your mask, it's not that serious. Then he caught it and said, I beat coronavirus in 3 days. First off, I don't even believe that because you're 75 years old, you beat corona in 3 days.
It does not make sense.
I mean, he do have the best doctors in the world, but either way, that's not stopping a deadly virus. It's nothing that's going to stop that in 3 days.
But yeah, we just want to say that everything that happened this past week, it really just shows that when you take our group and then the group of Trump supporters or racist people, whatever you want to call it, when you can really see it. They tried to say we was just overreacting about situations that was happening. A man sat in the Speaker of the House's chair at her desk, and he got arrested. What happened to George Floyd for him to be nailed on his neck? They said sorry to Breonna Taylor before they apologized to her.
Exactly. And I seen something on Instagram yesterday, right? And they were saying, because that lady that got shot, they're like, oh, because the Trump supporters are like saying, oh, they didn't have to shoot her. Mm-hmm. Literally, Breonna Taylor was sleeping and they shot her, but nothing's wrong with that. Exactly. But because her boyfriend was a criminal. But this lady is in the Capitol building, and she didn't deserve to get shot.
And what are these people called? Huh? They calling all people that's not doing anything but living their lives. We the thugs. We this and that. What's people that's breaking into the Capitol?
Protesters.
They protesters. They such peaceful. These supposed to be your people. The people that y'all helping. But listen, y'all killing your own kind. Y'all about to start killing your own kind. We can already tell y'all done already killed one of y'all. Y'all already killed one of y'all already.
And then for the lady that did get shot, they're like, obviously it's sad to see anybody die, but she kind of, y'all caused that. You went into the Capitol building.
Like, nobody can blame nobody.
But everybody's, all like the media, like, I think it was like New York Times or something. It was like media places though. They were like, she was a veteran. But look, when George Floyd was killed doing nothing, all he did was go in the store and they said he tried to pay with fake money. He was accused of it. They don't even know if he did. Exactly. But she was in the Capitol, got shot. They're trying to say, oh, she was a veteran. But when George Floyd died, everybody starts bringing up crimes he did in like 2008.
Exactly. Like, but I don't know. This world is just, I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
On a more positive note, I think we touched on everything on that topic.
Yeah.
But on a positive note, well, I don't even know if I can say this a positive note, but recently Tory Lanez and the baby were working together.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard like these snippets and everything on Instagram. And I saw somebody comment like F the baby all 2021.
Yeah. If you guys don't know, obviously you should know, but if you don't know, then Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, they were dating or whatever, and it was accused of him that he shot her in her foot. Nobody really knows what happened, but apparently they were at a party. They left. He shot her in her foot. I don't really have to explain all that. If you want to know, just look it up. Mm-hmm. But the baby and Megan Thee Stallion are like close friends. He's another rapper. And they're like close. Well, they seem like close friends. They make a lot of music together. And recently, the baby and Tory Lanez they didn't release a song, but they posted that they were making a song together. Mm-hmm. And everybody is like going at the baby now, saying he's wrong.
Now, honestly, why is the baby wrong? He's wrong for making money. He's wrong for making music. He's wrong for doing what he want to do.
Yeah.
He's wrong for working with an artist that's doing the same thing that he want to do in life.
I feel like people are trying to pick sides so bad. It's like, first off, this is a perfect example. They asked Jack Harlow why he didn't take Tory Lanez off the What's Poppin' remix. Mm-hmm. He said, first off, I'm just making music and I'm making my money. Mm-hmm. Second off, I wasn't there that night, so how am I going to pick a side if I don't know what happened?
Exactly. And it's like, even if, it's just like why do you have to knock somebody for doing what they want to do? Like, how is it F somebody because they making their money, you know? And I'm so happy I didn't see Megan say anything crazy because I would have just been like, what, yo? Because she just, at this point, she really just can't say nothing.
Yeah, she didn't say
Honestly,
anything
about that situation, that whole shooting situation, she really just can't say nothing no more.
She ain't say nothing on like she didn't post anything, but you could tell she had to feel some type of way. Her and the baby make music all the time. And then if she's accusing Tory Lanez of all this, then she probably did feel some type of way about them making music together. But I also heard it was an old song, so I'm not really sure.
I just feel like, man, let the baby do what he let him do what he gonna do. You feel me? Let him make his music.
Yeah,
Let him make his money. That's how he living. That's how he put money in his kids and his team, his people. That's how he putting food in their mouth. And
Speaking of rappers, YK Osiris recently, he went on Instagram wearing this custom Gucci jacket, and every single rapper was on him in the comments. 21 Savage, Lil Yachty, Mustard, DJ Mustard, it was a couple other people, and they was just on him. And he looked crazy, I'm not gonna lie. He had like this red leather jacket and it had like a Gucci
jacket with like Gucci print, and that jacket's not it.
And he had the pants to match.
The pants wasn't it, the jeans wasn't it, not the whole fit. You just take it off. That is not.
Even though it was all fun and games at first, I feel like he is low-key mad about it because he keeps posting about it and keeps making all these videos about it.
He was definitely upset about it at first.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie though, YK Osiris recently, I haven't like heard music from him recently, but like what I've been seeing him do like with his money is kind of smart. He said he stole all his foreign cars and he bought a Hyundai.
He bought a Honda. He was just talking about like how he just saves money, how it's not good to throw your money away on all type of cars. He sold those cars, bought a Honda, like. Yeah.
But like people in the comments are like, oh, he broke. First off, say if he was broke, he's not broke now. He just said he sold all his foreign cars, so he got some type of money off of that. And I don't know, even though that is like pretty smart what he's doing. He also did say he spends $1,000 on a haircut. He spent $3,000 on that whack outfit. So I don't really know if he's being that smart with his money, but he's being smarter with his money. I could say that.
Listen, the only advice I'm gonna give to you about that $3,000 fit or the jacket, whatever, get your money back and buy you a car.
Yeah, he should have just get your money back and keep it.
Don't buy nothing else for the rest of this year. You done.
Don't buy no clothes. Definitely don't buy no clothes.
Dude, bring 21 Savage along. I'm sure he'll help you. You feel me? Bring 21 along. He'll help you.
But these people have been doing like a lot of weird stuff. Like you saw The Weeknd.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's. I'm really hoping that's like for a music video or something.
It could be, because I don't know if anybody would just want to look like they just got hit in their face with a
door like Squidward. Like if y'all didn't see on Instagram, The Weeknd freaking
modeled his face,
and it
just looks like he just
like his face looks like a mask. Like his face is like in a weird shape. But he's been wearing like this head wrap around his head, so nobody knew what his face looked like. So I don't know if that's real or not, or it's like Photoshop or something.
I used to listen to The Weeknd, and it's like The Weeknd. It's like I'm not gonna say he changed because I stopped listening to him, so I really wouldn't know. But it's like the way I used to listen to The Weeknd, I feel like he's just a different artist now. Like you can't knock The Weeknd. The Weeknd got some good music for real, but I don't know. I guess it's just his style, you know. You can't knock somebody for their style.
Yeah, he's just an odd person.
He making his money, you know. We all weird in some type of way.
Yeah.
Not saying, well, we all different in some type of way.
But yeah, that was like I don't even understand what his purpose in doing that was. If it's real, I don't really know, so I can't say all that. But yeah, that was just crazy. I think we touched on every topic today.
Yeah, we most touched on every topic, but stay tuned for next week's episode, of course. What's next week gonna be? Episode 6? Should be.
Yeah, next week will be episode 6.
Episode 6, and just want to take one more second to say one more time. Listen, everybody's vote matters. We we did what we had to do. We done fought through all of 2020, having to deal with this man. Not even 2020, from 2016 to now. Not even that, but the point is,
don't make it worse on other people because
Exactly.
you lost, because he lost an election. You didn't lose anything.
Exactly. The same person that says when the looting starts, the shooting starts, you're encouraging bad things to happen on your streets. But we just gonna take a minute to look at this picture that was made to honor the riot that happened in 1970. We just thought it was something that we put in, that we just, a little decoration.
We got a new setting.
You know.
If y'all pay attention to the setting in the background and all that, just let us know in the comments like what you like. Whether it was the first episode, how we were set up then, the Zoom call, or this. I kind of like this better.
Yeah, in person is kind of more of a, we flow a little better.
Samir couldn't be here this week. He's sick right now.
Yeah, he couldn't be here this week, but he gonna be here. He gonna be here soon. We in there.
Yeah, and I was gonna wear my Ravens jersey today because we played today. It's Sunday. We shooting this on Sunday, just so y'all know. We played today, but I ain't want to jinx it. So if y'all watching this and the Ravens lost, chill on me. But yeah, that wraps it up for today.
Yes, sir.
Y'all already know. Leave a like, comment, subscribe.
And we out.